How's it going, guys? Out in the greenhouse, I'm going to take some cuttings, and these are more for the advanced. So stick around. I feel something building up inside me. I must prepare, I must get ready. Serving you, Yahweh, keeps me strong and steady. For you, Lord, I'll go for green living. You can see I'm standing in front of the aquaponics, and it's looking good, ain't it? But it's a little overgrown right now. We gotta work on that, but we're gonna get to that. Today we're Krista wants some more herbs, so I'm gonna take some herb cuttings and some stevia cuttings, because everybody knows I'm trying to come up with 300 stevia and see how much it actually takes us to get through an entire year, because I think that's important. I think we're all going to wonder, how much does it take? How much do we need to grow to get through a year? And I've been working through that, and I know tomatoes, I know peppers, I know how much it takes for the three of us to get through on those, which are going to be future videos coming up. So let's get taking cuttings. This is cranberry and the cranberry plants, and you can see it's pretty much taken over these two beds in the aquaponics. Of course, I have horseradish right there, and this is a mountain mint. It's the bees really love it. I'm propagating that, and that's one thing that we're going to be taking cuttings off of, is the mountain mint. And I have a place right down in there that looks good for putting them. I'm not moving them far, I'm just moving them over a little bit in the same environment. This plant is a mulberry, and it doesn't do very well out here in the outside. In wintertime, it's probably more acclimated to zone 9 instead of zone 8, point B. So other mulberries do fine here, the wild mulberries, but I want to grow this in the greenhouse because I know it'll do good there. So I want to take an advanced cutting, and you see how this is still real green. It's kind of tough a little bit. It'll hold its shape up there, and you see right here, right there's that bud. I want to take right below that, just like that, and it's going to slip on me. Well, I'm going to have to pause it to do this. Alright, this is the cutting that I took off the mulberry, right there above that bud, as everybody can see. And we'll put it in place in just a few minutes, but first I want to show you the mountain mint right here in front of the cob house. It likes shady areas, so I'm going to take a few of these cuttings. I'm just going to come right down here, right below some leaves, and cut them off, and they'll just fall. Very hard to do one-handed, y'all. Alright. This mint right here is in the wild mountain mint family too, but we only have one of these. And I'm not going to take these pretty flowers right now. What I'm going to do is, there's a little cutting on the back. I'm going to go ahead and take that cutting. It's this little one right here that I'm after. Just about there. Here we go. Right, I have these little cell packs, in the aquaponics, and they stay damp, so it keeps the roots from growing down into my gravel, and me end up throwing a bunch of gravel into the plants. I have some moringas in them right now, so wow, I can just smell the mint everywhere. So I'm going to take the clean these up and put them right into these. Alright. I have that one mint right here, and what I'm going to do is just clean off all the excess leaves. Of course, you want to cut it down to about 1/3. Make sure that it doesn't struggle as much as possible. Like that. And see, we got it right below there. I want to cut that down just a little bit. And now, I'm going to stick it right into here. Just like that. Alright, the mulberry is going to be a little more difficult because it's hard for me to see behind the camera. But I'm going to cut these leaves really down as much as I can. The cutting is already done, so I'm going to take it and put it right there. That one mountain mint, I just stuck it directly into the ground, into the aquaponics. It is so easy to root that it'll root no problem. Alright, the Stevia plant, if you can see real closely that it's covered in hairs, and those hairs will actually turn into roots in the right environment. And you can see how this Stevia plant kind of fell over, and it's created all these little Stevia plants all up and down it. So I'm going to steal those and propagate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of them. So we're going to take the cuttings just like we did before. We're going to cut them off about right there. Clean up some of the excess leaves, which will dry those leaves and save them for a future snack. And, just cut them right off, and then we're going to put them directly into some into dirt and some into the aquaponics. You can see I scalped it pretty good. And these are all my cuttings right here. So I'm going to clean these up. I'm not going to suffer y'all through that. And I'll show you put them in the aquaponics. Alright, I put some right in there, and these are some that are growing that I did several weeks ago. I took these cuttings, and they're living just fine in there. That's our pineapple. And I put the rest of them in these cell cups so that I can transfer them out of the aquaponics with no real trouble. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this topic, the advanced cuttings. Mints will pretty much root anywhere, so you don't really have to worry about them too much. But you could say, well, you have it easy, you have an aquaponics system. Well, if you check out my video, which I'll link right there, Aquaponics on Wheels, you can have an aquaponics system too for about $100. Alright guys, Oni Ove Ocha means I love you in Hebrew.
Living the way you meant for me to live is what I strive to do every day. As I live off the land, lead me at your pace. For you, Lord, I'll go for great living. Help me to feed all the hungry. Use me, Lord, to ease their misery from all this worldly pain and captivity. For you, Lord, I'll go for great living. I feel something building up inside me. I must prepare, I must get ready. Serving you, Yahweh, keeps me strong and steady. For you, Lord, I'll go for great living. For you, Lord, I'll go for grace.